6 days ago, I started a real financial experiment to see whether a system claiming it could double my money in 55 days actually worked. Today, I'm showing you exactly what has happened so far, including the things that have surprised me, what required actual work, and what the numbers really look like. If you didn't see the first video, this is not financial advice. I'm simply documenting my personal experience in real time so we can see it together what actually happens, good or bad. I made my initial investment on February 18th, so that's 6 days ago. And I decided to track everything publicly so there's complete transparency as we progress. This was my starting balance on day one. I put $1,000 into this investment. This is the baseline, the actual amount I began with before completing any activities or receiving any dividends or bonuses. I'm going to show you screenshots that I have taken throughout the course of the 6 days, and you will notice the balance has increased, but I want to explain something really important so that this stays completely honest and completely clear. Not all of this increase came purely from the investment itself. Part of the growth came from completing required activities inside the platform, and those activities included participation-based bonuses and short-term add-ons that were earned through doing work involved in the program. So it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You can't throw money in it and go, oh, I'm just going to make money. No, there are things you have to do, and there are participation that you have to be involved with, and I've done those things. And so when I show you these snapshots, that's what you're going to see is how the growth happened. So it hasn't been passive income. It required participation to receive those additions and bonuses. I just need to make that clear. What surprised me so far is how structured the process is. There are specific actions that have to be completed, and the account changes reflect that activity rather than the money simply sitting there and growing like they do in a bank. So that's nothing against banks. I have investments in banks, but I do, you put your money in a bank investment, it sits there and you hope it grows, and you may be making a very, very small amount, but even in CDs and things like that, you're going to make some money, but it's not going to be a lot because the money's just sitting there and you're not doing anything to grow that money. So at this stage, I'm still observing, I'm still documenting. 6 days is very early, and the early results don't prove long-term success, and that's what we need to look at, because my goal is to get to the 55 days. Actually, I'm going to go to 60. But this is very much an experiment, and my goal is transparency, showing exactly what happens as it unfolds. So my next update will be in about another week, where we'll see whether the trend continues, slows down, changes entirely. If this works, we'll see it over time. If it doesn't, you'll see that too, because I'm going to be completely open and completely transparent. If you want to follow the real results as they happen, please subscribe to this channel and check back for the next update. I'm going to update at least once a week, but sometimes maybe a little more if there's something exciting that has happened with this investment. I don't know. And again, this is not financial advice, just one person documenting a real world test. So I really want to see where this goes, how far it takes me. And in the meantime, check out each of the inserts that I have put so that you can see that there has been dynamic changes. I will keep you updated, and please subscribe, like, share, put this video out there. If it continues to do the things that it's supposed to do and the growth is there, I'll be sharing the how and the what you need to do to become involved yourself. And hopefully that's the way this will turn. Day 12 is where the experiment is going to get very telling. And that update is coming next. So stay tuned, stick with me, and let's see where this goes.